it interesting that for anyone watching this, they may not realise that the beautiful Chia is sleeping under here. We won't disturb her.
Yeah, no, it's part of her emotional health, allowing her to have a bit of a rest.
Now, speaking of her health, we have a whole bunch of ingredients here. Yeah. Nutrient density, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I always think about the 5 welfare needs of dogs. The emotional health, ability to display natural behavior, but also, diet is a really big part of being a responsible owner. What Black Hawk tries to do is truly encapsulate the real food movement. And that being coming back to raw ingredients and being, not shying away from the conversation on how these contribute to this, that being good health.
What I love about this is that all of the ingredients that I see on the packet and that we're talking about today are ingredients that I'd celebrate. Yeah. And the focus is nutrient density, but equally it's about variety and nutrient diversity, making sure that we get a good broad range of vitamins, minerals, macros and micros.
Yeah, that once again summarises the real food movement. Yeah, it's about these ingredients, what they do to benefit health. We also consider whether or not they're naturally produced. We try and minimise processing as much as possible in order to bring you, once again, a truly natural product. So close to what you might be able to formulate yourself.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, when I choose animal protein myself, I make sure that my seafood is ethical and sustainable. I make sure that I'm using real food. And what I love in Black Hawk is that you're using real chicken, beef and kangaroo and ethical and sustainable seafood in the food itself.
Yeah, and they're all incorporated at really quite a high level as well, because it's a high meat or high protein formula that we're working with here.
Yeah. No fillers, yeah?
No fillers. Well, let's move away from a higher reliance on carbohydrates particularly. Yeah. So some of the sources of carbohydrates that we use move away from grains as well. So there's a grain-free.
Well, I can see that there's sweet potato in here, and I think that plays a major component in the food that is grain-free, so that they're getting carbs still, but they're getting from a plant-based source like that does help their digestion.
And you'll find it's a different mix of carbohydrate to fibre, and we know that fibre is nothing but carbohydrate which can't be digested at the level of the small intestine. So those carbs, those grain-free carbs, help a lot with intestinal health.
Perfect.
Yeah, so getting that balance right is really, really important.
And all that fibre promotes fantastic gut health, but good gut health and well-sourced protein is only one part of the picture, which brings me to the point that antioxidants play a huge role, not only in humans but in dogs. Fight free radicals, protect against cell damage. Cranberries, blueberries, we've got the rich red tomatoes there. Tell us about antioxidants.
Well, anything that's a bright coloured vegetable generally is high in antioxidants. But as you say, we do use a lot of the tomatoes, a lot of the rosemary, and cranberries and blueberries. Their role is to just negate the free radical damage which can happen to all of our cells at a really cellular basic level. These free radicals are out to do a bit of damage to us and can contribute to chronic disease. Some say there's links to cancer and cardiovascular health, etc. But if we can, give you a good dose of antioxidants, from a natural source in your everyday foods, then we're doing ourselves a great favour in negating that potential risk.
I think something else that does protect us as humans and also our pets is good healthy fats, omega-3, 6 and 9. I mean, emu oil is a really key component to the ingredients in Black Hawk. Can you tell me, I guess, healthy coat, joint protection?
Yeah, when it comes to fats, all dogs have a definite essential requirement for linoleic acid, so that's definitely in there. But then let's think, as you say, what are the functional fats that are providing more than just calories? So getting our fat mix right, and the omega-3s and the omega-6s are the ones with most study behind them that really do make an impact on body health. So any inflammatory condition can be countered with high levels, particularly of the omega-3s. So that does really help with particularly skin health and then also joint health as well. The omega-6s, are more about getting some nice sebum through our coat, that being the nice lipid layer which makes us nice and glossy. So, you know, why not, once again, give us a dose of that every day in our diet? And that's really kind of the pleasure that we have when it comes to feeding dogs, that we're making the decision on their behalf, but by consistently feeding a similar or the same product day in, day out, that we know that we are getting those kind of rich nutrients absolutely every time we feed.
Well, it makes me happy because I always tell people, eat the rainbow, eat diversity, eat nutrient density, and I can trust that when I feed Chia Black Hawk, that this is going to be doing so much good for her health and happiness.
Yeah, while that kibble is unfortunately brown, there is a rainbow in there somewhere.
There is, definitely. Well, we'll eat that and we'll give Chia the kibble. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
All right,